Hey guys, it's Daniel from DashClicks. In this video, it's going to be like a beginner's guide to content marketing, okay? And so what I want to go over are just some key aspects of what you should consider when you're going to be creating a content strategy to implement into your business. So let's just jump right into this. So the first thing you have to think about are elements of content marketing. The first element is content creation, okay? First of all, what are you going to create? Right? Is it going to be a blog, small blogs, large blogs? Are you going to talk more about value? Or are you going to talk more about fun facts? What does this strategy look like? Number two is content distribution. Once you create the content, where are you going to distribute it? Is it going to make most sense on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook? Is it going to make sense on Google My Business? Is it going to make sense on TikTok? Where are we going to distribute? Number three is customer retention. So does this content add to your sales process? The key factors buyers consider when making a purchase decision, is that going to help people make an easier decision before jumping into, or let me rephrase, is your content going to make it an easier decision for someone to purchase a product from you or become a client of yours? And then finally, is your audience problems and pain points involved in your content? So the customer retention aspect in your content that you create is, does it speak directly to them? Does it answer questions? Does it highlight pain points? Does it make the purchasing decision easier on their end? Number four, active sales funnel. Do you have an active sales funnel in the sense that if someone reads your content, which is kind of like your forward-facing prospecting system, do you have something in place as a call to action in your blog? Does it get them from reading a blog to taking an action to scheduling a call or purchasing a product? What does your sales process look like? Okay, let's jump into the next section, which is types of content marketing. Number one is you can do blogs or articles. Already know what blogs or articles are. If you type in a search engine, I'm going to go to Cabo San Lucas, you'll find blog articles giving you details on crime or giving you details on is it safe or best places to visit. Those are all blogs and articles that people will be able to find. And if you do the same strategy, people will find and read your blog articles as a resource. Number two is when you're creating content, you always want to add visuals. In other words, you want to add infographics. Okay, infographics are a great way to tie in details for people to not only connect dots, but understand what they're reading. With a visual indication of what they're reading is really going to just make the thought process click, and they're going to be able to comprehend what you're reading so much more easily. Number three is you can also use ebooks or white papers. So in your blogs, you can also, not only with infographics, but you can add free downloadable content. You could add ebooks. You could have some videos. You can add a bit more, especially like a free PDF or something like that, rather than just having a bunch of text. So infographics, videos, ebooks, free downloads, all that stuff makes a blog so much more interactive. Let's jump into the last section, which is creating an effective content marketing strategy. Okay. Number one is you need to set proper goals. This is determined by your sales process, right? So what is the purpose of this content we're putting out? Number two is you need to identify your target buyer persona. The content we're putting out, we know what it's meant to do, but who do we want to read this? Who will be reading this blog and thinking, this is exactly what I was looking for? Number three is audit your existing content. So you may have already made content. Go back and look at it and see if that falls in line with your strategy, your sales process, and your ultimate goal. And if not, you might want to reestablish that into your previous blogs or create new ones moving forward that are in line with your strategy. Number four is research top performing content across industry. What does this mean? Basically, conduct a competitor analysis. Research top keywords of your competitors. Really dive deep into the industry and look at what people are doing. Look at the content that people most engage with. What does that kind of content look like? And just dive in, because you're going to find a lot of answers. Now, there are some research tools you can use to find all these details, like semrush.com. You can go there. I think you could do like Moz, or there's tons of other for options and stuff, but you can find all these details. Number 5 is you need to create a distribution plan. So you've done all the research, you know what kind of content, you're going to write the content, now you have content. Where are you going to distribute it? Are you going to do paid ads? Are you going to do put it on your website? Are you going to do emails? Are you going to do SEO? Are you going to post on social media? Determine what the best distribution plan is for your business. Number 6 is you want to implement, once you've had content, topics, keywords, and a strategy, you want to gather the necessary personnel, like content strategists, writers, graphic designers, and all the marketing tools you need to then support this new system you have. Because if you're growing a business, you're not going to be able to do all this yourself. It's really a big task to take on, and it's time consuming. So you need to make sure you get all the right research tools and the right help to help you drive this strategy forward. Finally, this is something I always mention in everything. Whatever you're doing, number 7, you need to measure and tweak your strategy, i.e. optimize. Whatever you're doing, for pretty much everything you're ever doing in business, if you're executing something, you need to measure it, you need to log, you need to A/B test, you need to optimize, you need to, you need to experiment, okay? So here are some content marketing essentials. Number 1 is you need SEO tools for keyword research. So SEMrush, Google Keyword Planner, Ahrefs, WordStream, there's so much more that you can use. Number 2 is you need a content research tools like BuzzSumo or Ahrefs is one of them too. And that gives you ideas of what kind of content you need to create. Number 3 is you need an editorial calendar. So you need to put a really structured schedule and calendar together, not only so your team is on task and they get stuff done, but also you know what kind of content you're going to be publishing and getting out. Number 4 is writing. Make sure you have systems that have you create well-written content like Grammarly, WriterP, SEO Writing Assistant Tool, Evernote, Milanote, Ulysses has a weird pronunciation. There's tons more, but it'll help you not only if you're typing out, you're creating content writing, but it'll actually help you with making sure what you're writing is, it has spell check, it sounds great, it reads well, it's, a really high level of writing that's going on, good quality. Number 5 is distribution. So you could use Hootsuite, Buffer, MailChimp, Infusionsoft, email marketing, having all the systems in place to distribute the content. And then again, you want to focus on analytics. So make sure you have your Google Analytics set up so you can track all the goals, track your traffic. You can also see like what kind of actions people are taking, and therefore you can optimize to make your blogs perform better. All right, guys, hope you got a ton of value out of this video. Make sure you sign up for your Forever Free DashClicks account, and I'll see you guys in the next video.